Hello everyone and welcome to Paris Crochet Flow. My name is Paris. First I would like to apologize because it's nighttime and my light is not the best at this time, but I really feel that I need to get here and talk about two finished objects and one work in progress, because I'm not going to be revisiting some of the works in progress that I've already shared with you. I have this beautiful hat that I finished, I believe, last week. This is my first work in progress that I'm gonna talk about. It's very stretchy. It's inspired by some of the hats that Crystal of Bagode makes. I didn't use any pattern, but I do see her hats when she's wearing them, and I figured if I work back post and front post alternated, I will get somewhat of a texture, and I will be trying some of her hats sometimes. But for now, this one I just wanted to use up some of the brown yarn that I had, and it's beautiful, beautiful. I love it because it's nice and stretchy and it's really warm. This yarn is just a blend of a wool blend with acrylic, I believe, and I just got it from one of my secondhand stores. It wasn't used, it still had the wrap, but I can't really find the wrap for now. And it's a very old yarn that used to be sold in Zellas when Zellas used to be. So I'm not gonna pay too much attention to this, but it's beautiful, beautiful. It's getting cold here, so it's nice to have a nice warm hat. And as you can see, like I said, I worked back post double crochets and alternating with front post double crochets, and it gave me that stretchy fabric, and I love how the hat turned out. I have some wool blend that I bought some years ago, and I still have it over there, some purple yarn that I was thinking would be perfect for this kind of hat. So when I make that, I'll share with you. So that's my first finished project. My second one is this guy. He is not really finished because the mustache is coming off. I have to figure out a way of fixing the mustache. And also, I believe I would like to make one of those mushrooms for him to hold. But other than that, he is finished for now. One thing I have to say is the heart ended up being so big, and I had to squeeze it and find a way of making it smaller. So he does have some imperfections around here where the heart had to be adjusted. Other than that, I love how he turned out. He has hair and that covers, and the heart I made separately, so it's an addition to the heart, to the head. So that's a Mario. I intended to follow a pattern which I got off Etsy, but I ended up not following the pattern just because I got so frustrated after making the head using yarn size number 4. I spent about 2 hours and I only made the head, so I figured I can look at the images and try to make one of my own. I haven't written any notes, so I'm not going to be promising that I'm going to write a pattern of this one. It's quite a few on Etsy, so if you're interested, you can go ahead and purchase from Etsy and support the makers who've already designed one. But for me, I just worked on it on free flow, so to speak. I like working free flow because then I don't get too frustrated trying to follow a pattern. Other than that, it turned out nice. I don't mind him. I hope someone asked me to make this Mario and Luigi. The only thing is I have not figured a way of fixing the head so that it's not so wobbly, but I will figure out. I'll look on the internet and see what I can do about that. The other thing is that for the shoe, I didn't shape it as much, but it does have some shaping somewhat. And all I did is that I started, instead of starting using a magic circle, I started using a chain 5. Therefore, I ended up with somewhat of a the shape of a shoe, and when I got to where the boot ends to where the pant starts, I reduced using slip stitches on both sides so that I got somewhat of a flat area on top as well. It's not too much of a shoe, but it's not too bad. So I'm happy the way he turned out, and I will be making the Luiji maybe next week, but one because I'm gonna be away this week, so I'm not gonna be able to make the Luiji. But I'm also thinking I should make smaller ones, maybe about that size, about maybe 3-4 inches, using the smaller yarn. That way I won't get too frustrated trying to follow a pattern that ends up with a big doll like this one using size number 4 yarn, because it's a bit frustrating because it takes a long time, and honestly I have no patience for size number 4 yarn except when making garments. So there is my Mario. The only thing, another thing to say about the M, I didn't make a perfect M. I crocheted that part using crochet thread, which is very thin. I have it up here. I can show you how thin that is. I don't think it even has a size. So this is the thread that I used to make it's just a crochet thread that I used to make the M. I crocheted the round part, and then I drew an M using a fabric marker, and then I kind of embroidered the M. It's not perfect, but that's what makes handmade items nice, because they're not perfect and you will never see anything looking like this, because the mistakes I made here, somebody else is likely to make a different mistake. So there you are. That's the beauty of handmade items. Beautiful. I love him, and I hope the person who asked me to make this Mario ends up liking him. Okay, so that's him. The other thing I have been working on and off is this triangular shawl. It's a very simple double crochet that I started. I don't know, my triangular shawls don't end up being flat on the edge, but this is where it started, and it's just been growing, and that's what it looks like. And I'm using this beautiful yarn. I'm just gonna try and put it on so you can see what it looks like. I still have a long ways to go, so for now that's what I have, but I do love the colors. It's a rainbow. Actually, I think the yarn is called Rainbow. I'm gonna show you what yarn I'm using. It's a size 4. That's how big it is. I intend to make it bigger so that the some of the ends can hang by the side, so that it's not too small, so it's not falling off. But yeah, so this one Queen has been wearing it for today, and I hope to finish it soon. So anyways, for that I'm using this yarn by Patons Yarnspirations, and the color is I believe the color is Rainbow. Yes, the color is Rainbow. It has another name there that I can't really pronounce, but it's Rainbow. And for me, I don't think it's really rainbow because it doesn't have any purple, or I forget all the colors of the rainbow, but it does have all the primaries. It has the yellow, red, blue, green, and a little bit of orange, but I don't see any purple or violet or whatever other colors of the rainbow, but still it's turning out pretty nice. I have a feeling if I was knitting using this yarn, it's going to look really nice, so I'm going to try and make a heart out of it. And the yarn again is by Yarnspirations, and it's 100 grams, 192 yards, which is 176 meters, and it's 100% acrylic. Yeah, and it's size number 4, and it asks for hook size 8. Yeah, USH, which is 5 millimeters, and it's exactly what I'm using. Yeah, I'm using either a 5 or a 5.5. So that's the yarn. It's a thinner size 4. I think it should be a size 3, but I'm not craft and yarn counter, so it says it's a size 4, but it's way thinner than what I'm used to seeing size 4s being. But it's working. It's really nice and soft, and I like how the colors are changing. So as soon as I'm done with this one, I'll show you. For this week, I'm going to be away, so that one will be waiting until I return, maybe in a week, and then I can take it from there. So those are my work in progress, my 2 finished objects, the heart and the Mario, and I am still working on my other things, the knitting projects that are ongoing, which are shawls and some hearts. They're still ongoing, so I'm not gonna get into that. For now, from us, it's have a good night, happy making, happy crocheting, and just go with the flow. Thank you. Bye.